Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to be reading White Owl, Barn Owl. And while we're reading the story, we're going to be working with the strategy of visualizing, where as I read the words, you're going to be visualizing what you think is happening in the story in your head. I will be reading to page 14. I will read you the words on page 14. I will not be showing you the pictures, and it is your job to use your reading worksheet to tell me or draw a picture and write a sentence or two about what you visualize from the words I read to you. And then we will pick back up and finish the story on the next video and the next slide. So right now, we're just going to go ahead and get started. This book also features facts about owls. I will read them to you, and you will have to use these facts later in the week for some of your other activities. So please pay attention to those. You'll have another opportunity this week to hear the story again as well. Let's go ahead and get started. White Owl, Barn Owl. One frosty winter day, I helped my grandpa make a big wooden box. What's it for, Grandpa? It's for the barn owls to nest in, he said. What barn owls? I asked, but Grandpa just smiled. Wait and see, he said. We carried the box across the Tuskegee field. And then here it says, barn owls like to nest in old farm buildings or hollow tree trunks. Where there aren't any, they will use a nest box instead. So Grandpa must be building a nest box. Grandpa put the box high in the old oak tree. How do you know there are barn owls here? I asked. I've seen one sitting on that branch at night, Grandpa said. Look, it's left something behind. Under the branch was a pile of little sausage-shaped blobs. They looked like dried poop, but Grandpa said they were pellets. This is a picture of a barn owl pellet, and it's the real size. Barn owls have favorite perches that they come back to again and again. The owls spit them out, Grandpa said, to get rid of the fur and bones they can't eat. He pulled a pellet apart and showed me the tiny bones and skulls inside. Will the owl come to our box tonight? Maybe, said Grandpa. Maybe not. Owls are wild birds. You can't be sure what they'll do. It says owls swallow their prey whole. That's why they need to spit out the bones and fur. So really interesting enough, when I was in college, we had to dissect owl pellets, and sure enough, this is exactly what they look like. They had many things in them, but some had tiny bones and the small skulls of some of the things that they ate. It was really interesting. In winter, barn owls have to fly miles every night to hunt enough food, so it's hard to find them then because they're out flying. When the sun went down, we kept a lookout just in case, but we didn't see anything. We'll have to be patient, said Grandpa. We were patient lots of times. I thought we'd never see an owl. Okay, so I'm going to read you the next page. And just the words, though, so you can visualize what you think the picture is going to look like. And then one spring night, just as the sky went pink, a pale face looked out of our box. So I'm going to stop right there. You need to find your reading worksheet in your Monday packet and go ahead and follow the directions on that page and complete the activity.